She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bianca and welcome to my Beauty and Astrology channel, where I just talk about different parts of astrology while doing something to make myself look pretty. So if beauty or astrology interests you, then continue watching this video. And if you enjoyed this video, then go ahead and check out my other videos. And do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And to turn on your bell notification so you can get notified whenever I post. I actually did this makeup look in a different video, which will be posted after this video goes live. So we're just going to be talking in this video about astrology. So let's get right into this video. So today we are going to be talking about the Virgo New Moon that is coming up. Yes, the Virgo New Moon is on September 17th, 2020, and I'm recording this on September 14th, 2020. So new moon is coming up. So the new moon energy will be around for roughly around like the 16th, 17th, and 18th. So that's really when you're feeling it, but the new moon officially happens on the 17th of September. And just what is the new moon? Basically, the sun is here, the moon is here, the earth is here, perfect line. You don't see the moon at all. It started the new cycle of the moon, and it's going to be in Virgo. So basically the sun and the moon are in the same sign at like the same degree. That would be the essential new moon when they're just right on top of each other. And what's that new moon energy in general? It's a time for manifestation, a time for new beginnings, new ideas, new thought processes, just newness, inviting and welcoming new things into your life and looking forward to new opportunities. What it means when it's in Virgo specifically. So a new moon in Virgo, you could be looking at a time to perfect your physical space. That could look like organizing and decluttering, critiquing something, whatever new idea you have, critiquing it, analyzing it. It's a time for analyzation, and it's a time for paying attention to the details, the nitty-gritty. Amazing time to organize. So this is also an amazing time to budget, and Virgo does have a lot to do with health. So maybe figuring out a new diet, starting a new exercise program, stuff like that. Oh, and also practicality, figuring out what is practical here. And this is adding a little bit of practicality to your manifestations. Like, what can I accomplish right now? Like, what is a practical idea? So we're just going to go based off of your rising signs. So if you have an Aries rising, you have your Virgo new moon is going to be transiting your 6th house. So this is a nice time to figure out your daily routines. What do you want your daily routines to look like? Planning out your day more effectively. 6th house also has to do a lot with like health. Maybe you are starting a new diet regimen. Maybe you were eating garbage during the summer and now you are cleaning up your eating habit, trying to work on your health a little bit more. There's a possibility that you could be decluttering your workspace here, as well as like maybe paying attention to your pets a little bit more. You're getting a new routine for your pets, or pay attention to your pet's health. So then we can go ahead to Taurus risings. Taurus risings, you'll have this Virgo new moon transiting your 5th house. So here you're looking at like hobbies and stuff. You want mentally stimulating hobbies. So that may be something that you start. You'll want to take part in practical hobbies that you feel can benefit you in the long run, hobbies that you feel can bring you money, bring you income, or just like benefit the world in some way, perfect the world in some way. Like the hobby of going on beaches and finding like treasure on beaches or whatever. And while you're doing that, you're picking up garbage off the beach, stuff like that. Just finding a way to be practical in your hobbies, in your interests. This may be a time where you're analyzing your love life, your romantic life, whether it's you're in a relationship and you're just like analyzing and critiquing the relationship or your partner, or you're just analyzing and critiquing the way that you love or the way that you feel or the type of relationship that you want, it's also important. Virgo does have that energy of saying that you're not worth something. So try and think of the love that you want and that you need, not necessarily the type that you deserve, and the partner that you want and need. And also, it's a time of critiquing your hobbies. Say you're into painting right now and you feel like your paintings aren't coming out that great. You feel like they're coming out ugly. You're going to critique yourself and maybe even be a little bit harder on yourself and try and like watch more videos so that you can learn the proper techniques and stuff like that. You're really going to try and perfect whatever hobby it is that you're doing. So if you have a Gemini rising, you're looking at a 4th house Virgo new moon transit. So definitely organizing your home, decluttering your space. Hey, do I need this? Do I need to have this around me? Do I need this in my space? No, time to go. Redecorating your home, maybe a little bit of feng shui. Just, hey, is having this table right by this door practical or not? Should I have a table there? Would that be better? A table right by the doorway so I can put my keys down? Should I invest in some like jewelry boxes because I have a lot of jewelry, stuff like that? You can also find this also with the 2nd house, but we'll get to that. Just making things more practical, making your home situation, home life more practical. You're going to be critiquing and analyzing what makes you feel secure, because the 4th house does have a lot to do with security, or maybe even critiquing your family members, critiquing your parents, maybe critiquing your parents' style of parenting you. You can be critiquing what physical things bring you security in life. Gonna really analyze what it means for you to be secure. And then we're going to Cancer risings. You'll have a 3rd house Virgo. So here, maybe organizing of your thoughts. Maybe you're thinking your thoughts are all over the place. It's just like now you're trying to organize them and think practically about things right now. Not really thinking in the abstract. You're just trying to have new practical ideas here, and being very critical of how you talk and how you sound and the type of words that you use, what your speech patterns are. This would actually be a good time to edit things. If you are writing something, you want to edit it. So you would benefit if you're writing anything important right now, like a paper. If your school has started again, so if you have a paper coming up, this would be a great time to work on it. But you may also overthink your speech and it might cause you to just clam up and not say anything. If you do have like a presentation you would want to present on this day, just more analytical mind. You might find yourself analyzing ideas more, analyzing concepts more. This would be a great time for anybody who's still in school and you have a Cancer rising. Just great brain power right now. And then we're gonna go to Leo risings. You have a 2nd house Virgo. So this new moon is transiting your 2nd house. Remember, 2nd house has to do with money, so perfect time to budget. Crunch those numbers, figure out what you're spending things on, how you're going to spend money, practical ways to save money, practical ways to spend your money, getting more bang for your buck here. But also remember, 2nd house has to do with morals and values. Maybe you're critiquing your morals and values, thinking about them more, saying, what are truly my morals and values? Are they practical? Also, you know, Virgo energy is a little bit of hypocritical. So it's like, are you living by your morals and values, or are you just judging other people's based off of your morals and values? So that could also be something that you're reflecting on. Organizing your possessions, again, like getting jewelry boxes, getting shoe boxes, I have a shoe rack over here, so like that's what I'm looking at, getting a shoe rack, getting things to organize your possessions. You're gonna want practical things around you. So everything that you have, you're most likely want or you most likely need. So it's just making sure that they're organized in a clear and concise way. There also may be a little bit of purging your possessions, decluttering your possessions, saying, do I really need this? Do I really need all of this? No? Okay, toss it. Do I need this object? Is it practical to keep this around? Like, there's no point in hoarding here, you know? And then Virgo risings, which I am, so exciting. You have this Virgo new moon in your first house, so maybe critiquing your appearance, saying, maybe I don't like that outfit. Maybe I don't like those pictures that I'm posting. Just trying to perfect your appearance, like, oh, my skin is bad. Maybe you go out and you buy new skincare products, or starting a diet here as well, because it is like what you look like. You are going to want to exercise and work out and make sure you're just looking your best and being your best. You're coming off at your best. There could also be a possibility of changing your look, becoming more put together, whatever that means to you. Just looking more together. Also kind of like trying to perfect how you come off to other people, or what other people see you as. But they're also, overall, you just might become more analytical and critical. You might critique things more. You might, like, if you see a video, scrolling on timeline, seeing a video, you might critique it more than you usually would during this time. Because, you know, Virgo risings, people with Virgo risings, Virgo first houses, are looking at the world as some place to perfect, some place to fix. So that's what you might have an eye for, just to fix your world around you. And then you have this Libra 12th house. And you know, the 12th house has a lot to do with like subconscious and dreams. So Virgo risings, there's going to be a little bit of reflecting here, reflecting on yourself, analyzing your dreams. This might be a great time to purchase a dream journal, or just purchase a journal in general, where you can just write and reflect on yourself. Also do some like inner working here. Just who am I? Critiquing yourself. Like really looking beyond the physical level here. If you do start reflecting on yourself, I think that you can unlock a lot of things about yourself here with that energy. You know, really paying attention to the details of like, who are you, like your subconscious and stuff. You would benefit from a nice little journal. Scorpio risings, you have an 11th house Virgo, so this new moon will be transiting your 11th house, and the 11th house has to do with friends and organizations that you want to start, or the organizations that you're a part of, and it's just community, togetherness. So you may find that you're critiquing your friends a lot, trying to perfect your friends a lot, maybe like unsolicited opinions for your friends. They never asked you, but you're telling them anyway. To be honest, this would be a good time for your friends to come to you for advice if that was necessary, just for the simple fact that you would be able to look at it in the details and just see the minor details that they may be missing. So helping your friends with problems right now would be good, because your eye to detail would catch it. If you're going to start your own organization, or you're looking at anything that has to do with these organizations, this may be a good time to just look at the organization. Hey, is this organization practical? Hey, is this organization doing what it set out to do? If not, how do we change it and rework it? Does it actually fulfill its mission statement? That's really what you're gonna look here. And trying to, if there's a like banquet or a event happening with your org, this would be a great time to plan it, a great time to just write down the details, like, hey, this is who's gonna buy this is who's gonna buy that, this is who's gonna be here, all that other stuff. This would be a good time to work on that. You may also be decluttering your friendships, just saying, hey, maybe we're not supposed to be friends, maybe, and that's okay. You might even go so far as to like go on like unfriending people on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or whatever, or blocking people that you don't want to see. It's just purging yourself of certain friendships that you feel don't benefit you anymore. We got 4 more to go. So with Sagittarius risings, you have a 10th house Virgo. So you may be critiquing your work, you know, maybe getting a new job or applying to a new job. Great time for applying to new jobs if that's what you want, or going on interviews for new jobs. Just going to be very analytical of like who you are and just like putting your best foot forward. Or you may be figuring out a new way to get your job done, a better way to get your job done, a more effective and practical way to get your job done. You know, a new way to perfect your job and get it done maybe even quicker, or whatever effective means to you in that moment. Also, you're gonna probably critique your social media presence, just how the public can view you, and you may try and finagle it a little bit, try and switch it up, figure it out like, hey, is that how I want to come off right now? And also, this is a great time to market yourself. I think anytime the new moon is hitting your 10th house, it's a great time to market yourself, especially with Virgos. You're going to know exactly how to put your best foot forward. And this is just obviously a great time for organizing your work and paying attention to details. Like, this is just going to be an amazing time. Also though, like, if you're a boss, this might be a time when you're firing people, just saying like, hey, this person isn't needed anymore. So that's also another thing that might be coming up here. So then you have your Capricorn risings. If you have a Capricorn rising, you have a 9th house of Virgo. So maybe you're organizing your ideas of religion and just saying like, what faith do I have? Is this even practical? Analyzing different religions and cultures, analyzing different philosophies, just like, is this philosophy practical? Is this idea practical? You know, the 9th house does control like higher learning and higher education. So hey, maybe you're thinking about applying to school next year, maybe you're considering it. Work on those school applications now. I know that they're probably not due for like another, what, girl, I'm out of college, I'm out of high school. I don't know when these applications are due. I don't want to sound ridiculous.
Hope I don't sound ridiculous.
But this is gonna be a good time to work on those applications. Also for third house Virgos as well, so Cancer risings. Great time to work on these applications. Also, maybe you are thinking, you know, COVID got us all sad. You're thinking about where you want to go when all this is over, or maybe even you don't care about COVID and you trying to go somewhere today. I'm not going anywhere. That's none of my business, but I advise you to not do that. But maybe you're looking up places to visit, planning an itinerary here. You know, Virgo is also about health. So you want to go someplace healthy. It's probably you're trying to get away from, hey, COVID is in these streets deep, and another country is looking a little bit better when it comes to their handling of COVID. So you're like, maybe I should go there instead. Maybe moving, looking up the practicality of moving and like making sure you can move. Where would you move? Stuff like that. And when I say moving here, I'm definitely meaning like moving to a foreign country, not just moving state to state. Okay, so then we have Aquarius rising. So you have an 8th house Virgo. So remember, 8th house has a lot to do with research. If you're gonna start a new research or you want to focus on your research, this is the time. This is the time. You are going to be so organized, especially if you're going to present your research. This would be a good time because you're going to be very organized. You have analyzed all the data. You have organized all the data, and you're gonna be good at organizing it in a way that people will understand, organizing in a way that when you talk about it, people can see it, getting your graphs together, getting your charts together, getting them lines together, getting them histograms together, your bar graphs, putting it into Excel. This is a great time to organize any type of research that you're doing. If you're starting a new research, it's definitely going to be in something that is practical. Definitely going to be more focused on something that you can see. You're not really focusing on a research program that is abstract and no, what can I see? Hey, this is A to B. I did this. This is the effect. You know, something workable. Definitely trying to figure out causation. Definitely focusing on cause and effect. 8th house has a lot to do with like banks and others, finances and stuff like that. So maybe you are trying to take out a loan. This would be a good time. You would figure out if this loan is practical, how to practically pay the loan back. You would definitely analyze the situation and say, hey, is this a good time for me to take out a loan? you're definitely thinking about that. And maybe even helping others with their finances, budgeting, helping others budget, helping others set up a budget and a practical budget for how they spend and stuff. And then finally, with this Pisces rising, you have a 7th house Virgo. So this new moon is transiting your 7th house. So any contracts, any lawsuits, anything where you have to sign a dotted line, pay attention. This is a great time to sign things. Just because you are paying attention to details, you will notice any loopholes there or anything that is going to hurt you by signing this contract. Like, you will definitely be able to cross out parts of the contract you don't like and write over it and fix it up. Great time if you are writing a contract and you want loopholes there. Great time to write one out. Also a great time to just write a lawsuit out, start a lawsuit, whatever it is, because you're just going to be really good at paying attention to the details of the contract that you're reading. Also, you may end up critiquing your partner here, critiquing the relationship here, your one-to-one relationships here. Remember, this is more marriage, like more committed relationships, more so like even relationships where y'all have been together for years, a couple of years, and maybe even living together or have kids together, like committed to each other, like something is holding you together. So maybe critiquing that relationship or critiquing the type of marriage you want. Are you into committing to somebody? Do you feel like you can commit to somebody? Just that kind of stuff. Thinking about the love that you want. Again, like same thing with the 5th house. Think about the love that you want, the love that you need, the relationship that you need, and the type of person you want to be in the relationship and the type of person you want in the relationship. Do not think about what you deserve or what you feel you deserve, because you deserve to be happy at the end of the day. That's it. So to be happy, you got to get what you want, right? So yeah, that is literally all that I wanted to say. I got through that pretty quick. I was actually talking really fast, I realized. I was just really going. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that this video resonates with you. I would love to hear in the comments down below what happens to you during the new moon, if you experiencing anything new like this, as well as maybe what are you manifesting for the new moon. Maybe this is what you manifest, because this is what could happen, but it's also something that you can manifest during that new moon energy as well. I do want you guys to know that. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you got to this point in the video, that means you liked it. That means you like me. So you might as well like, comment, and subscribe if you have not done that already. What are you waiting for? And you can go ahead and check out my past videos. I've talked about all the 12 signs and sun, moon, right? Did I do rising? I don't want to lie to y'all, but I think I did rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. That is a lot. Okay, so there's a lot of content to watch. And then I have a video talking about all the planets, so you can go and check out that, the planets and their energy and what they represent in your chart. So that's always a good thing to go check out. So don't forget to tell a friend to come watch me. So that being said, I will see you guys next time. Bye.